my name is George at Bryant Dental, and I'm just going to talk you through adjusting the nose pieces on a pair of loupes. Now, when I refer to the nose pieces, I'm referring to the small plastic oval pieces that normally rest on the nose. You may have two separate nose pieces, or you may have one what's called unified nose piece, where the rubber goes all the way along the top. Now, loupes are so customized to your head these days that it's only the nose pieces that will typically need adjusting upon delivery of the loupes. Now, the reason they need adjusting is because everybody will have a slightly different shaped nose and everybody will have a slightly different position in which everything is comfortable for them. So when we're talking about adjusting the nose pieces, we're going to be talking about moving them inwards together or outwards apart. Now, to move the nose pieces, all I have to do is press against the rubber piece and push. Now you have to push pretty hard, and what it does is it bends the little loop of metal that attaches the nose piece onto the loupes. Now when you're trying to widen these pieces, I would encourage to press the plastic piece itself, and when you're trying to narrow these nose pieces, I would suggest pressing on the opposite side, the actual metal itself, to bring them back together. How do we adjust them? So all you want to do to begin with is you want to put your new loupes on, straight onto the head, and you want to have a look through them. Now, when you're looking through each eye individually, you should get one perfect circle. And when you're looking with each eyes together, you're going to get somewhere between a circle and a slight sort of figure of eight, a bit like the kind of view you used to get from looking through those kind of telescopes at the beach. Now, the amount it actually intersects will vary person to person. Now, to identify whether you need to adjust the nose pieces or not, you want to put the loupes on to begin with and close one eye at a time. So I'm going to start off by closing my left eye and just using my right. With these loupes on at the moment, when I close my left eye, instead of seeing a perfect circle with my right eye, I actually see the top half of a circle, and then I see black cutting off the bottom of my view. Now, this indicates to me that the telescope is currently sitting a little bit too high up relative to where my eye is. Now, all I need to do to fix this black at the bottom of my view is to push this nose piece out a little bit. So the nose piece is on the right hand side, because I'm referring to my right eye's vision, I'm going to move outwards. What that's going to do, it's going to allow the loupes to drop down a little bit and give me that circular view. So to do so, I'll take the loupes off. I'll adjust that right nose piece outwards by pushing away, and I'll put the loupes back on. Now, I might not get this perfect on the first attempt. In fact, it's very, very rare to get this in one. It's a process of trial and error to get the exact right view. So for myself here, it's still slightly more black on the bottom than it is on the top. I want it equal all the way around. So I'm going to take them off one more time, adjust it a little bit more, and then put them back on. Now, throughout the first few days of usage, you actually might want to further refine these as you get used to the vision. Now for the left eye. Now, when I view these on my left eye here, I'm actually noticing that I'm seeing more black on the top than on the bottom. So the inverse of what was happening for the other eye. So how would I fix this one? All I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow this nose piece. It's going to move that telescope artificially a little bit up, and it's going to stop that black view from occurring too much on the top. So again, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to move this nose piece in. Now to move it in, we want to push on the actual metal behind the nose piece. And then I'm going to put it back on. Now this one I've got pretty much bang on straight away, but if I'd either gone not far enough, I still saw black on the top, or too far, and I now saw black on the bottom of the view, how would I fix that? Well, if there was black on the top still, I would carry on moving the nose piece in. If there was black now on the bottom of the actual view, it would signify to me that I've actually gone too far and the telescope's moved too far up. So to fix black on the bottom, I'd do just what I did for the other side nose piece, and I'd move this nose piece outwards, and that would fix the issue. So that's a really quick video on how to adjust your nose pieces in or out if you have black on the top or bottom. As a very quick recap, the kind of TLDR of this whole video, if you're having black on the bottom of your telescopes here, more so than the top, you want to move your nose pieces outwards. And if you're finding that you've got black more so on the top than the bottom, you want to move your nose pieces inwards. So those two really simple rules will help you to get the best out of your loupes upon their first delivery.